Grant Nelson for Thief River Falls Radio with another community grant, where we get out in the community and find cool things and great people. Leon Lundstrom, you and I have a something in common. We both like old barns.
Love barns. Got to have a barn in the place.
Now, your barn, you like it even a little bit more because you had to bring it back from the brink. But I want you to tell me a little bit about the barn. I mean, your barn started out in two different places, didn't it?
Yeah, the first part, the west edge, the west wing, was actually kind of a lean-to, and it was over in the corner of pasture over here when Stanley Radham, a contractor, used to own this place, and he pulled this barn up and put on a slab, and he built from here over to that end in 1961.
So you grew up with the barn.
Yep.
You got to know it.
Oh, yeah.
And last spring, when everybody had all that terrible amount of snow on the roof, Tell me what happened.
I was feeding the horses on March 12th at 5 o'clock in the afternoon. And all of a sudden I heard this just after I shut the gate. I look over my shoulder, I see a bunch of snow dust, and there she was on the floor.
So which part of the barn was the worst?
This would be the east side here. That was completely dilapidated.
Now, a lot of people might have gave up right there and said, well, I guess I'm going to push the barn in, and I guess it's going to be a pole barn, but you didn't. Tell me what you did.
We had it rebuilt because it meant a lot more to us than we thought once she collapsed. And, like I said, my brothers grew up at the barn, my kids grew up at the barn, and there she is on the floor, and it just, it just didn't fly with me, man. We just had to get her back together,
So who did you get out here, and what did you have to do? I mean, this looks like it's brand new now.
Yeah, it pretty much is, but the east side is completely new. That's the side that collapsed, and Lyle Walseth's crew came out here and put that together. They did a wonderful job.
The barn holds more than just your horses. It holds your history.
Yes, it does, absolutely. And I never realized that until she collapsed. And there's a lot of memories, little markings, little paintings on the wall, stuff that's happened over 50 years, And yeah, she's back in. She's back up.
Now, when the building did collapse in, it fell on your John Deere tractor, didn't it?
Yeah, I had her split in half. I was overhauling it, but she didn't get hurt too bad. They made those old girls pretty heavy back then,
Tell me, the barn, I know when we went through it, it had some kind of unique characteristics. One of them was that granary that's up on the second level.
Yeah, it's pretty cool the way he had it set up. It used to have cows on both sides, and he'd just be up there, and he had grain up there too, and he'd just shovel grain through these tubes right down into their, chute.
Yeah, down into the chute, so it would just go down to him so he could feed both sides at the same time.
Exactly. And it was a pretty slick setup for the time,
Leon, we went through the barn. We took a look at her again. She really is. She's not a diamond in the rough. She is a diamond.
Thank you very much, man. The guys did a real good job putting her back together.
Yeah, and it's a good thing that you preserve some of this history for the next generation.
Exactly. I mean, I love history too. It's history. We learn from history.
Leon Lundstrom keeping some history alive here with his big old beautiful barn. I'm Grant Nelson for Thief River Falls Radio and Community Grant.